Okay guys, let's do another example of using TIBO, top in, bottom out. This is what you want to use when you want to turn a fraction into a decimal. So let's get our first number, our top number, also known as numerator, on the inside, top in. You get your denominator, bottom number, on the outside. All right, make sure you don't do it the other way around. All right, a lot of students make that mistake. So remember, top in, bottom out. So this is the incorrect way. Let's put it back to the correct position. All right, now what you're going to do first is see how many times you can fit 5 into 23. If you have trouble figuring that out, which you shouldn't, but don't worry though, there's a multiplication chart here to help you out. So you're going to go up to 23 without going over using 5 on this line. Just stop right there at 20. 25 is too big, all right, for 23. So we can't use 25. That's going overboard. And then go straight up, and that's the number we're going to put right there, right above 23, because that's how many times 5 can go into 23, 4 times. So again, 5 times 4 gives me 20. So 5 times 4 gives me 20. What you do next is you subtract whatever number you got here from multiplying these two, end up with 3. Now here's where we run into a problem. Now normally if this were elementary, you would just put remainder 3. But here in middle school, we don't use remainders. All right, we have to continue until our fraction, or I'm sorry, until our decimal terminates. That means we end up with 0. Right now though, we have 3 to take care of. So what I need to do is find a way to make 3 big enough for 5. Well, what we could do is add a 0 and then drop it to make 3 turn into 30. But you can't just add zeros to a number, all right? That changes the value completely. You went from 23 to 230. So that's a big difference. What you could do though is add a decimal here. And once you add that decimal, place it right above it. And then you can add your 0. Now, 23 still maintains its value. That means it still stays the same. Even though it has a decimal and 0, it still stands for 23. And then what you do next, with that 0 that you just added, you drop it. 3 becomes 30. Now what we have here is this number big enough for that number. Now you got to figure out how many times can you fit 5 into 30. Once again, if this gives you a hard time, use your multiplication chart. So how many times can I fit 5 into 30? Right there, go right above it. This time we landed right on 30. That's what we wanted. So again, 5 times 6 gives me 30. So 5 times 6 gives me 30. Subtract. And now I am finished. Once you have that 0, that means you're done.